All right. So we're back with the refinish job. I don't know, whatever you want to call this. Um, so we have all of our finish materials. We have the clear coat, the primer, and the finish itself. Um, Went with the ambered uh, clear coat, white primer, and Daphne blue is the finish he went with. So that's pretty cool. All the stuff came from Guitar Ranch. They're cool. That's what I use for the neck of my Frankenstrat. And they have a lot of different finish options, so that's probably my go-to. I'd say if I ever try one of these again, refinishing. But also, don't be stupid and don't have your hand in the way of a closing door because I know you can't see it, but I bruised bruised my middle fingernail really bad. We thought I might lose it, but luckily I haven't lost it yet. But I don't know. In a couple of days, it might fall off, but which would really suck because I kind of need that nail. Um, but other than that, we have most of the finish stripped off. Gotta sand out. There's some weird discoloration, um, and there's still a lot of finish left in here, but um, you know, technically I wouldn't have to get that off, but I want to make something that's a quality refinish and not just good enough refinish. Um, but no, yeah, this body is kind of a lot cheaper looking than I originally thought. This has a 6-piece body, or it might even be a 7-piece. I forgot, but I counted yesterday, and there are a lot of pieces to it. And they have a front and a back veneer because this was a sunburst, so it's supposed to look good from the front and the back, not necessarily the sides. Um, that the 3 holes, that's just sort of Mexican fender for you. They just kind of do that. But it surprised me because my Squire, I mean, I don't know what woods this body is made of, but I'm sure it's not northern ash. I'd assume just basswood, but the Squire has a basswood body, and that thing had like a 1-piece or a 2-piece, nice wood grain. No veneers required. But I mean, from the front, that's not too bad. But on the back, you see how bright that is compared to the sides and the top? I mean, that is like white. There's some weird discoloration, and there's a little bit of the clear coat still on there. But one thing I wanted to say about this body, because we're going with the solid finish anyways, so none of that would really matter too much unless you were going for like a clear finish, like translucent finish like we were originally talking about. But that right there. Originally I thought, oh no, did I completely destroy, did I just gouge that? No, that was not me. You could see where that piece ends is where those scratches end. And you can also see where that wood grain ends. That's where all of that scarring, if you will, is. So I think that when they cut these pieces, or when they sanded it down, when they shaved it down to make this belly contour, I think they just butchered the wood right there. And that's why they had like a 1/8 of an inch thick finish on this. That thing was a pain in the butt to get off because it took about a whole bottle of that and then some. Uh, But yeah, I mean, now that it's said and done, I'm sure the I'm sure that this is probably a good use of this body because he wasn't really using the guitar much anyways. Um, and it's like sunbursts are cool, but literally everyone in the grandmas played a sunburst Strat and a Les Paul. But Daphne Blue, that's sort of a interesting color. Um, and the neck, he was talking about maybe throwing on some vintage style, not true vintage, but vintage style single line Clusen tuners. Um, and that's about it. I mean, there's nothing else much to do. 21 fret, rosewood board. Um, you know, not a whole lot else you can do for that because that's a pretty good neck. All of his parts are in there. And originally we were talking about doing a HSS, but and we totally have the routes to do it, but I don't know about the pots. Plus, we have a Gibson PAF style pickup, the 57 Classic, I think, that we were going to use in here. But we'd have to slant the pickup, or slant it that way, for the pole pieces to match up with the strings, or to line up, not match up. But you get it. But because, and I was talking to Andrew before or yesterday. We could throw in a Seymour Duncan. I have a F space Seymour Duncan, but the problem with the Gibson pickup, it's just not space for the Fender style guitar, so the string spacing's a little different. So we might just leave it as a 3 single coil pickup. But we also might do. I don't know what this mod is called. But it's basically you wire the tone pot up to the bridge pickup as well. Because normally on a Strat you don't have a tone pot for your bridge pickup. It's just volume. But a lot of times, at least in my opinion, it's too much. That bridge pickup is just a little too ear-splittingly clean and bitey. Very, very bitey sounding, and sometimes you don't want that. A lot of times I don't want that. So if we can't fit the Gibson pickup in there, we also have the little rail pickups that are the sort of same size as the traditional single coil. We could do that. But I think we might just go for the all cream plastics with the Daphne Blue finish with the ambered clear coat and changing the tuners out. I'm going to get to keep those just as part of my commission cost, maybe. But, if not, it's like whatever. Just more parts in the parts drawer anyways. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it for this guitar right now. And I'll get back to you whenever I feel like it, pretty much. But that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one.